Alright, so why do people respect you more when you lock in? AKA when you kind of just like disappear and just kind of do your own thing, right? And this is something that I learned based off my life. Like, I recently decided to kind of like step away from telling everybody everything that's going on and just kind of letting the results speak for myself, you know what I mean? Like, when I started to save more money, when I started to improve my physical health as well, losing weight, making sure I get in the gym, eat well. Instead of just announcing that I was doing those things, I kind of just started doing it. And in the last couple months, now that the results are starting to show, and I have more money in the bank, I've got a better profession as well. That's when I started to realize that my presence, and this isn't to be cocky, but like my presence was more valuable. You know what I mean? People started to look at me more like, oh crap, like Carlos is coming, this is lit, rather than he's always here, you know what I mean? And in this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the different things that I've noticed happen when you kind of like hush your mouth and lock in versus what happens when you just kind of announce any and everything, right? And why we do that in the first place. But not being constantly available makes you more of an asset, you know what I mean? Because now when you are in the area, when you are available to somebody, they take that more serious because they're like, oh, he's giving me his time. He's actually taking time out of his schedule to come and talk to me, you know what I mean? And let me go over that a little bit. When you hang out with somebody every single day or very consistently, they start to get used to you. They start to get used to your presence and you become a part of their daily life. And that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because then they get used to you. And that's when it becomes a problem because now you start to become like that annoying parasite that's always like with somebody that's very easily annoyable, like you can annoy people easily. But then when you're not around much and you decide, hey, I'm gonna take my time on my day to hang out with you, that's when it's like, oh crap, like this guy is actually taking time out of his day. Let me take this serious. Let me value him more. And now you're naturally higher on a pedestal. Now you're like more of an asset to that person, especially when you give them positive energy. By the way, guys, we're almost there to 2,000 subscribers. Make sure you click the sub button. It is free. Nothing happens when you click it. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment. Do everything. Share this video. Yeah, it definitely helps a lot. But yeah, the next thing is your absence, right? When you come back after 6 months, after 4 months even, and you look different, you act different, you smell different even, like that gives you points as well, you know what I mean? Because now you're a different person every time. It shows that you're making progress. It shows that you're doing things for your life. So absence gives you points as well. Just pure absence, just kind of like locking in and having periods of time, not in a toxic way where you keep disappearing, but periods of time where you stick to yourself. Your friends will also get used to it. They'll be like, all right, Carlos always does this. He's in his mode right now. So when you disappear and stuff, it doesn't become a bad thing. It's like, oh, he does this. He's locked in right now. He's doing what he needs to do. So being absent makes you more valuable and interesting. The mystery asset to you is important too as well. Being mysterious gives you points. Being mysterious is like, it'll keep people guessing. It'll keep people curious. And you want that, you know what I mean? Like when you're posting and stuff and you're like on Instagram posting all your wins and stuff, that is what you're chasing in the first place. You're chasing like that aura. But when you're mysterious and you randomly like pop up once in a while, people want to hear from you. They want to hear what you're up to. They want to be like, what's he been up to? So being mysterious, being absent will make them more curious about your life rather than you just announcing everything. They'll be more curious in general. They're gonna be like, oh, what has he been up to? Tell me about yourself. What you look different, what you've been doing, like stuff like that. Like, it'll make you more of a prominent figure when you just randomly pop up here and there. You know what I mean? And obviously show up with positive energy, show up with good vibes, because you don't want to be freaking absent. Then you pop up and then you're the problem. Because then people just want you to never be around. But yeah, being absent makes you more interesting and valuable. And they will appreciate your presence more. Like I said, just having that energy that people get excited to see you in general, that is a harder thing to accomplish when you're with those people every time. It is easier to accomplish when you make yourself more rare. But yeah, just lock in, man. Just literally have moments in time. I call them like phases in my life where you kind of just step away from everyone. And you just do what you need to do for your life. You know what I mean? Where you go, you improve yourself. You're like, all right, this is a moment in time where I'm going to do this, this, and this. And just focus on growth. You know what I mean? Focus on your physical health, your financial health. That's also going to help you when you step away from everyone. And focus on what you need to do, because this life is very short and you have a lot of things to do. And people are usually the distraction. If you think about it, your Saturday is usually filled focusing on others. It's usually filled with doing favors for other people. So focus on doing those favors for yourself. Focus on getting the things that you need to get done. Being alone in general helps you focus more. You know what I mean? It might be boring, it might be lonely at times, but once you get used to the loneliness and the boringness, you'll realize how peaceful it really is to just be alone, have no problems, have no obligations to anyone, and just kind of lock in and get what you need done. That's what I've been doing in the past 6 months. Just kind of like being on my lonesome, grinding, saving money, getting what I need to get done, and just hanging out with friends here and there, you know, like popping up once in a while and just bringing good energy, supporting your friends, supporting others, being like, hey man, I got you if you need me. Hey, you're doing freaking awesome at this. It makes you more of a likable person. But yeah, guys, make sure you lock in. People will respect you more when you just kind of talk less and do more. Focus on execution. Focus on the actions of your life. Don't focus on the announcements. Focus on actually completing what you need to get done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. We're so close. And yeah, good vibes, good energy everywhere. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Peace.